Bougie and Foul, we're committed to those that entertain, make us laugh, and make us feel. Tonight, it's the Young Fables. Oh, I've waited on here. Where's the applause button? We're doing it. 12 seconds of nothing but applause. It's the Young Fables. It's the fabulous duo. It's made up of Laurel, Wright, Wesley, Lunsford. Oh, it's a dream. It's tonight. Bougie and Foul. This episode, it's brought to you by Bees Marina and Campground for adventure or just a beer. In Yankeetown, Florida, ask about Airbnb, boat rentals, and more. BMarinaCampground.com. Oh, it's Comedy Couple Teas for a giggle to hide that jiggle from the quarantine. Get ComedyCoupleTeas.com. Tell Jody and Dale Taz said hi. Promotional consideration provided by Wash Lakushi Car Wash. It's on the Withlacoochee River in Yankeetown. It's the perfect place to wash yours. That's coochie, by the way. Crooked River Revival. It's a radio station. Alexa, play CCR Radio. It's an app. CRR Revival. It's an app. It's also a live show on the Crooked River Revival stage. To listen, learn more, or submit tracks, crookedriverrevival.com. Oh yeah, Old Florida Fishing, it's with Captain Mike. He's Mike Holland. When you need to catch fish, you call 352-949-31. Oh, I messed it up. It's 4310. We're going live. Come on, here we go. Chicken butt.
Chicken Butt Cafe on the beautiful Withlacoochee River in Yankeetown, Florida offers a unique dining experience. Chicken Butt Cafe is known for their delicious Philly cheesesteaks, fresh pulled pork sandwiches, and for breakfast, you have to try Wayne's big-ass breakfast burrito. You can find it on Facebook at Chicken Butt Cafe or at 6621 Riverside Drive in Yankeetown, Florida. Get your butt to Chicken Butt Cafe.
Oh, get your butt to Chicken Butt Cafe. We're live with the Young Fables. Oh, my God. Ah, a dream has come true. Wesley Lunsford and Laurel Wright, thank you. Thank you for being bougie and foul. What's up in Nashville, y'all? No, it's a pleasure and an honor. Your talent is superb. Your skills are amazing. And Wesley, let's start with you. Where are you from? No, we're going to fool around and be related, you know. No, we are. No. So now, Wesley, your family, were you musically inclined? Where did wait just one second. Is your mama is that the general store, Tallasi's store? Is that my favorite?
My grandma taught at Lanier.
Wesley, I I had you guys during the intro turned off completely, and the listeners at home are ticked off right now, but we got to go right back. We got to go backwards. The Young Fables, they're live with me now. Sorry if we missed this, but Wesley Lunsford, you're from Tallahassee, Tennessee. My most favorite place to go in the world was with my Mama Sue to the Tallahassee store. And Laurel, Wright, I'm going to kick your butt. Why didn't we put this together before? Because right when I
it to be a surprise.
Well, right when I say that I don't want to make it about me and where we're from, and I want to make it about you, you throw something in front of me that is the most precious thing in my life, and that was going to check the mail with my Mama Sue at your Mama's general store and post office. Until I
Oh, that's cool. She had a box there.
Yeah.
Her mail that's cool.
Yeah. That's freaking amazing. Like, now it changes everything.
My brother still has those boxes, by the way. When they closed the store, he got to keep a lot of the stuff.
I
He
wish
still
I
probably has her
remembered.
mailbox.
Well, I wish I remembered Grandma's mailbox. But Wesley, when did you get involved in music? Like, where did the music for you come from?
Well, my parents love music, but they're not. I mean, my mom plays piano very well, but she's not like she plays for her church and things like that. But they both love music, and I don't know. They just sort of nurtured that. My mom got me a guitar when I was probably 13 or 12, and it just sort of went from there.
Yeah, Laurel, let's because I know a lot of your people are listening. I'm checking the chat line now to see if anything's coming in. They're not, but let's talk about you for a second, and then let's talk about how you guys met, and then let's talk about Young Fables. Laurel, I know the church. It's funny. It seems like everybody you talk to, all the way to Whitney Houston, it all started in church. And I know the church that now that we've outed ourselves, we're pretty connected, but it took me a while to get to the point to be able to talk to you guys. But when did it really start for you? And don't say church, because that answer's been taken. When did it start for you? When did you know that this was right for you?
Be careful. I know you want to say church.
It's church. No, just kidding. First of all, just got compared to Whitney Houston. I don't even know if that is really what just happened, but I'm going to put that on.
I don't know if he compared.
You can write that down.
I'm going to put that on the website in the bio section. Thank you.
Be sure my name is spelled TAZCABLE. The show is Bougie and Foul.
Bougie and Foul. It didn't really hit me that I don't think I ever had a moment in my life where I was like, oh, this is what I want to do. Like, there wasn't a point in time. I think it's just, I've always sang, I've always written songs, I've played guitar for most of my life, and I've never really wanted to do anything different. I would say when I moved to Nashville and about a year in, when Wes and I started our duo, I think that was the point in my life where it's like, man, I could really do this full time and make a living doing and singing the songs and playing the music that I want to play.
So are you telling me your mom was really the pageant mom and she was making you do all this stuff before? Because you had a lot of accomplishments before you went to Nashville and all that stuff. So
true. And I'm not saying that when I moved to Nashville, and maybe I did say that. I need to like backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
It's not that when I was.
It's okay. I didn't turn your microphone on for the first 30 seconds of the show, so I'm surprised anybody's still listening right now. So continue.
I mean, I just always knew that I wanted to sing. I think it became more of a reality when I was about 19 or 20 because I was actually in Nashville and doing it on my own. And before that, I knew a lot of people in the city that Wes and I both grew up in that had parents
Right.
and their kids did the same thing that I did, and they were a bit more forceful in their life and kind of, they did have the pageant moms, and I didn't have that. I didn't have my mom and dad never made me sing if I didn't want to sing. I remember they paid for guitar lessons. I did not learn a damn thing in guitar lessons. I came home and wrote my own songs. I didn't even know what I was doing, and they weren't even upset at me. It was just kind of like, you do what you want to do and do what makes you happy, and I think that's a big part of why I think I'm still doing this, actually.
Yeah.
It's because I wasn't forced into it, you know?
No, I get it. But listen, you worked really hard to start your career, but you really pushed through a lot of hurdles to get where you are. And then, no offense, Wesley, because I love your memo and I love the store, but you went through a lot before Wesley came along, and to see you guys, I'm not putting any gossip out there, to see you guys marry and become the Young Fables was beautiful for me to watch.
Wait, do you think we're married?
No.
Do you?
No.
No,
I said,
tell me, do you?
No. Oh, wait. No, wait. Are you?
Wait, are we married? Is this an engagement right
Wait.
now?
We might be.
Wait.
Hey, Laurel, get on one knee. Get on one knee.
No, because she's the boot-wearing woman, or what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Independent.
That's right.
You know,
I'm
grown
an
woman.
independent woman. No, I did. I went through a lot of stuff before I met Wes, and I feel like I've gone through a lot of things at a young age that most people don't go through. And
No shit.
the people that do know that I lost my sister and my dad, that obviously was huge. But even before that, like I had managers in my life and that were just not great before I was with Wes and with our manager now. And, when I won the Texaco Country Showdown, and I'd won like a large amount of money when I was 16, and I did all these things, and then it got taken from me because I was so young.
Yeah.
And I feel like someone that young shouldn't have that much responsibility. So I feel like I learned a lot of lessons at a young age that made me who I am today, and I kind of learned from my mistakes, I guess,
And I'm not speaking for Laurel, but
Well, then
just
don't.
from outside.
Don't you dare!
I think it's good because that's gonna happen in the
Right.
music business. You're
Right.
gonna get taken advantage of. It's gonna happen. So it's good you got that out of the way
I'm
early,
I'm
and then you know now.
But wait a
grateful
minute.
that I-
Can I listen? We agreed that we would keep question and answer to the end, but
okay.
chat right now is blowing up.
Can I see the chat, or can you only?
No, I can only see
you
it,
can.
but I'm just going to tell you. Does Jonathan Rutherford know what he's talking about?
I don't know. What did he
What
say?
did he say?
Okay, I don't know if we
Don't
should
forget,
do this.
nothing's off limits. Go for it.
Y'all got married?
I don't think.
Did
my
you all
past-
get married?
Is that what he's asking?
No, it's what he said.
Oh,
He said he's a liar.
He's lying. He's trying
He
to stir
said,
the
"Yep,
pot.
it happened."
He is so dumb.
He's stirring the pot, man.
Wes and I are. I mean, we live together. We work together. We own
Okay, is it
everything
longer than 7 years, Laurel?
It
is-
is.
In Tennessee, you're freaking married. Just to
No,
let you know.
it's like 5.5 years dating.
Might be
No, 6 is
Six
next
is June.
June. How do you not know?
good.
Because he's a man, Laurel. They don't know this
5
shit.
years for 4
Man.
years.
Tiring.
How did okay, dude, I flushed just now because I was like, oh my God, did y'all get married? And did your mom know? Is she listening? Oh my God.
Surprise, everyone.
I know, right? Okay, so where did the name Young Fables come from for people who don't know you? What is the meaning behind it?
So we sort of came up with it is we were trying to come up with a name, and that's a hard thing to do. If you've had to name anything, like coming up with your radio name or whatever it is, and so
But
we were
Wesley,
trying everything.
listen, all I've done all my life is come up with names. Nothing
Really?
has paid off, so don't mess with me, man. Don't talk about names. It's all
It's
I got
tough,
is
man.
names, but go ahead.
Because we were like trying everything, and so we were sitting with Patrick. He was just our friend at that time. We eventually convinced him to be our manager. But we were like eating lunch or something, trying to think of something. And we were talking about how we've written a lot of songs with Laurel's grandparents.
Yeah.
And so Patrick was sitting there and we were like brainstorming. He was like, well, let's use that because not a lot of people get to do that. And let's take that idea of having these old stories and making them new, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, what about something like, you know, the Young Fables? And that was it. He was like, and so I did ask the question that you're probably thinking, everybody out there's thinking, well, what are we going to do when we're the old Fables? Are we gonna change the name, you know, elderly Fables, middle-aged Fables, whatever it is. He said, no, it's because it's about the stories you're telling. You're always making new stories. So you're good. I was like, okay, I'm sold.
That's better my answer because I was like, well, if Lady Antebellum can be Lady A, you can be old as F, you know.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Oh, I think we change it now.
We're
Let's go
changing
for
it.
it.
Branding. We're
No, you're
for
not
everything.
there yet. Like, you gotta look.
Well, I'm not.
Yep. Oh, stop. But wait. but Wesley, are you a cradle robber?
No, she's a nursing home, right?
That's hilarious. Okay, so when you we're supposed to go to commercial break right now, but I'm not going to. When you guys first realized that you were a pair, and I don't listen, I'm just telling all you live people. I'm reading this propaganda crap you're putting out there right now, and I'm not paying any attention anymore to you, Jonathan.
You get called out.
Oh, listen, he is a pot stirrer. So, but listen, Laurel, you were doing your thing. I'm going to go back here. So we come up with the name. Boom. But listen, how did you guys even determine that you should be together in music? Nothing else, Jonathan. Nothing else. Just music. How did you make that determination?
I personally have never imagined myself being anything but just like Laurel Wright, as terrible as that sounds. I just always imagined myself as like a solo artist and just, you know, doing the acoustic thing by myself or having a band if I needed it. But I don't know. I just never I never wanted that, and I never even thought about it. But then when I met Wes, for the first year that we were playing together, he was just the guitarist in the band back in Maryville. So I had like drums, bass, guitar, whatever. Mm-hmm. But then when I moved to Nashville, Wes was like, hey, I'd love to play with you whenever you're in Nashville. So anytime you need me, just let me know and I'll come there. And I'm like, that's the craziest thing, because everyone knows that you ain't going to make any money in Nashville. You definitely ain't going to make any money in Nashville when you're playing for the first year.
Right.
So I was like, okay. And so for like a good year, Wes spent like, he almost like split his time between Nashville and Knoxville, and he would stay throughout the week and like just play gigs with me. And there was nothing romantic. There was nothing. I mean, we were just friends. We would write songs together, and we built like we became really good friends, but there was nothing going on. And so I think about a year into that, I felt like I was better with Wes, and I knew that. I knew that I'd worked. Oh my God! I worked harder with Wes. People acknowledge like us together, and it just made a bigger difference. If that am I saying that right, Wes?
Yeah, I think so. I think the reason it works also is that like the music is a widely vast genre of work,
and a deep like, and emotional and caring to others.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like, so you have the artistic side, you have like a freelance side, you got producers, you got engineers, whatever. So for the last 15 years or so, I've been a freelance musician. So if you need a guitar player, you call me. And
for a
I'll
good pick, call Wes.
Yeah, exactly. So I remember I was playing in China for 6 months, and I was over there, and when I came back to the States, I was playing for this little record label for their artists. So I was just, playing with whoever. And a friend of mine was playing with Laurel. And it just sort of, when her guitar player didn't show up one day, they called me. And I showed up, and it just never left. But it's because, like, I think our dynamic works because, she is an artist, and I have never wanted to really be an artist. And so there's no, like, we just sort of have our own strengths and and they complement each other.
Oh, you do. You do. But, Laurel, did you know his mama had a general store that had a post office in it? God. Who cares what else he can do? Good Lord.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares?
It's crazy because when I first met Wes, I mean, I didn't really know, like, I didn't know the Lunsford, like, I didn't know that they were so well known in the Maryville, Tallahassee area. And then when I remember when me and Wes started dating, because I don't think my mom really knew.
Yeah.
I think she knew you play guitar,
Yeah.
but I don't think she knew. I don't think my family knew like you were. And then all of a sudden I come home and I'm like, yeah, I have a boyfriend, and his name's Wes Lunsford, and like
Aw.
my papa is from that area, and he's like, wait, you're dating a Lunsford?
Yeah.
He was like, them Lunsfords are smart and they good with their money. And I'm just like, wait, what is happening right now? And so my whole family was just like, it's pretty crazy that you guys met here. You weren't a thing. You moved to Nashville. You guys are both weirdly from like the same, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. My family knows Wes' family really well, and vice versa. You know?
No. Okay, but Wes, I wasn't going to do this, I swear, but I have to tell you. No, listen, I have to tell you. It's special. The only, and I'm